these ain't free, but I still offer it. And don't be asking me why I'm broke if you ain't bought my shit. Get off the top and quit. It's time to drop this shit. Hit the lab, lyrical, optometrist, bombing shit. Shout out to everyone who bought visuals. But this is visuals too. And these other dudes are too typical. Cause you know what to expect when you listen to them. And you know what to expect from me. I'm Mr. New. Cause I don't hold back shit when I flow back, spit, script, snip your gonads, quick picture, castrated. Now your tits start lactating. You sound like a woman bitch and I laugh at your hatred. My name is David. I came to eliminate fakeness and artificially inseminate you with greatness. Which means all I can do is teach you to go hard and make dudes believe you. So do what the fuck you need to. This is real talk. These motherfuckers still stop. I'm stepping up in the joint. I came to kill spots. So what's the deal, bro? You say you make the steel pop? Well, that shit must be jammed up like a wheel lock. Put the gun down. Use your hands, killer. It's time to be a man. Quit carrying around that hill stop. Hit the weight. Build it up. Get a little buck. And in the meantime, take a chill pill and feel my stuff. I'm the motherfucking 903 City G. It'll be pretty crucial. If you step to me, you'll be the next to bleed. Either that or you'll be the next to be. On the ground, looking like you're having an epileptic seed. Sure, it's the rise of the planet of the MCs and I'm Caesar. Friendly, I could be your homie, I could be the motherfucker you don't want to be left alone.
How the donuts? I think I'ma eat one before I get into the questions.
So listening to my shit, I don't condone it. I give a fuck what you say. This is my style and I won't switch. This for the motherfuckers that want to get bashed upside and down with the chrome brick and lyricism. So be the poppin' and press player. Postpone it. I'm so comatose in my own zone if you haven't noticed. I'm glad to spit this about my life to show this whole world like a flow, bitch. Like, oh shit. The whole competition killed off. People giving me dap and telling me, yo, this is real talk. These motherfuckers still soft. I'm stepping up in the joint. I came to kill spots. So what's the deal, bro? You say you make the steel pop? Well, that shit must be jammed up like a wheel lock. Put the gun down. Use your hands, killer. It's time to be a man. Quit carrying around that hill stop. Hit the weight. Build it up. Get a little buck. And in the meantime, just take a chill pill and feel my stuff. I'ma do it with them gladly. You see, I never blew up. I'm the new one. Come attack me. Torture them now. Who up? I ain't clueless. My car's raggedy. But I can't afford a tune-up. I'm eating ramen noodles, chicken patties, tortillas, and tuna. I screwed up my lungs with the cigarette smoke. I put them down. Picked up the Copenhagen long cut. I'm dipping now, but I need to put it down. Even though I'm on the way with this roll, this gold or something my stamina can't take. I'm eating hyphy cake, hyphy chili and burritos. Trying to get my calories up like Cali Muscle, cause he's swole. Cause there ain't too much else to do in the ghetto, so I'ma be a superhero. Look out the kids and animals, so keep close. I ain't no idiot, I ain't gon' put your life in danger. I'm peeping the scene, yeah, I'm walking right up the strangers. Showing them I'm a man, they better check their anger. Cause you don't want me to bipolar, hypermanic fucking flame ya. Call me the legit spit angel, leaving you fandangled. I do this shit for real, man, this ain't no Chris Angel. So fuck with me, lyrically leave a man strangled. Got my hands wrapped around his throat tight like some damn wranglers. I come a long way, so I give myself a nod, still eat their faces off. I never spared a rod, they like to talk about me. That David Phelps is odd. I take them back to my gangster days, jamming, so help me God. Alright, where we at?
I'm stepping up in the joint. I came to kill spots. So what's the deal, bro? You say you make the steel pop? Well, that shit must be jammed up like a
Alright.
Put the gun down. Use your hands, kill lot. It's time to be a man. Quit carrying around that mill stop. Hit the weight. Build it up. Get a little buck. And in the meantime, take a chill.
First question from Damir Hukit. How many fingers do you use to finger yourself? Second question from Damir Hukit. Fire. That's not a question. Alright, here we go. Do you have any sneak peeks of Rip Gutology 3 for us? No, I don't, man. No sneak peeks of that. It's just some more shit fucking with my mind. It's just some more shit fucking with my mind. It's just some more shit fucking with my mind.
It's just some more shit fucking with my mind.
It's just some more shit fucking with my mind. I'm trying my best not to let it get to me this time.
Another female got me off in the
Emotional zone.
Trying to tell me you miss me like I miss you. But I know that you don't, cause you would have been here. It's like you playing the game trying to get this win here. But I'm not the one that becomes prone.
Do I need to get a little more stylish?
16, I'm gonna gain my composure. And I'ma do it through this art without the pills, strength and doja. I'ma just hop on my ride and put on another killer track.
And roll through my town with the windows down, caught back, just feeling that. Let the cold breeze hit my skin, letting the thoughts come in like I was back in Purgatory, Colorado again. On my snowboard, just carving up the slopes, far away from home, not worried about bargaining with a hoe. Oh, I got another ticket to pay, I got another court date coming up, and it's just fucking with my mind. What is a ton of stuff, like damn, I haven't even been in the mood to record, but I gotta force myself to get back in this mood. I can't ignore my fans, I hop on YouTube, I got some more subscribers again, but I ain't gonna quit until I hit 1,000 times 10. I gotta pretend I live solo, and I ain't got many friends. My fans thinking they know me, but they just know the rap, but they don't know the man. So get to know me, maybe you can be my homie, but just know that 99% of the time I'ma be by my lonely. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. I'm waking up by myself, going to sleep by myself. No melatonin or Tylenol, PM, just movies to help. Looking up at the wall, looking at all the movies that have me and all the things to the horror classics. You wonder why I ain't down with the new genre. Fuck that CGI fake shit. It's all about real shit. Still watching that back in the day shit, cause that back in the day shit still. This is called Fucking With My Mind. They used to from the movies, from visuals too. The cause I'm an 87 Virgo baby, spitting hard. If I ever spitting I'm the ever kicking these balls with a whip and a local, a rip and a star. You piss me off, I'ma leave a scar. And fuck relationships, aka relationship. I'm face to face with this ungrateful bitch, but I give up a taste of it. It's time to make a quick decision. Are you down? Cause if you claim that you down, how come you ain't came around? You only live a couple towns apart, but still you know where to be found. I'm putting you out of my mind and continue with living my life. Bitch, I ain't fucking around. I'm with emotional doors, like opening doors and letting you pour. That's all on my wounds. So I'm on the broomstick, you witch, cause you just wish you could switch the tables. But I ain't down with that bullshit, so I tell her to hit the stable. You said I ain't it, you prick. I say eat a Danish bitch. Yeah, I'm a prick, I can prick you, ripping a staple about to get skin to get you pissed enough to get your shit and hit the door. Get the picture? Yeah, I miss you, but I ain't pissed to sit around and pick at this blister, sick of the situation, patiently waiting for a decision that you ain't making. And I know I ain't the only patient involved in this equation. So get back on your horse and ride it to the horizon. I won't be gazing. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with my mind. It's just some old shit fucking with sometimes I listen to, yeah, you know, I listen to Massive Attack, Depeche Mode, shit like that, kind of like from the 80s. That's got that synthesizer feel to it. But, you know, mainly I listen to rap. Just rappers I like to listen to. That's still what I be jamming, man. My sinuses are kind of fucking with me. It's just some bullshit, fucking with my mind. It's just some bullshit, fucking with my mind. It's that whole shit, fucking with my mind. That gotta go shit, fucking with my. Hell yeah, I like old school rap. That's mainly what I listen to. I haven't listened to the whole Planet album yet, but I love that song. Don't nobody want none. Time to dedicate a soldier of the enemy art craft. Art class. Went hard to match. Hard to match. You're very sicker than the rest of them. I'm arresting them. I'm breaking them. I'm pressing the best of them. When I step like I'm an extraterrestrial. I end up in tentacles. I'm full of real life. Similar times. When I'm stepping up on the stage, every show, bitch, I'm still on the mic. Killing the hype and a chillable fight. I make a motherfucker feel it tonight. When I attach and fill them up with the light, then I'm right in the height, in the mood. And you ain't got the right to live a life in my shoes. It's sighting the truth, so I'ma be the better of bruise. It's taking it the better to the like a melon attitude. It's written with the pattern of the valuable attributes. Technical, formidable, radical, presentable. Lose my lyrical attitudes, never the plan of a dude. Fill them up with the lethal injection, so they're back on the pallet. Be full splattering you all over the battle mat. Swinging the battle mat, taking you into two. Ooh, pieces that can't conceive my true thesis. I breathe this in the peak, my ritual speeches. Leaving it with the feed, it make them people believe. I'm gonna leave, but Muhammad is trying to leave this. Earth, I'm gonna leave behind the legacy. That's like it's ahead of me, ready for anybody to get ahead of me. This is called Nova. DNA Nova. N-O-V-A. I defeat any motherfucker thinking they can ride the beat. I make a ball run a high from me. You'll never be the best. Don't even try to be. Cause I'm the DNA. I got determination inside of me to fight to be the murderer harder than any rapper. You can never find a murderer harder. A murderer slaughter. And I ain't just looking my thumb with ignorant. Don't listen words that I come up with. Thinking I'm a job. I'm as hard as they call. Appreciate it, JD Legal. You've been down forever, homie. I recognize you. In the pipe when I'm ripping the mic, but I still spitting the tight. So give me about the mix of the right little bit. People simple as I been. I'm killing tonight. 11, 6, 7, and 1 to be aiming. I'm skipping 11. Never tend to be greater than the artist to look up to. Second nigga better than them in a bitch. Fuck you. Better take a look at the history and no mystery. Why you cutting misery? Getting both of your legs broke. So let's go and take it to another look at you. Get fine. Enemies given a sign. And the super the divine memory. Simple as fine. So you all my enemies. Check it to the
and then they begin to speak stereotypes. Talking dirty, time to sterilize my stereo mic. So is this really paradise, or is this just a paradise? Gambling with my life. Maybe I'm scared I might become too anxious and waking up with no air at night. But I got the air to right flow.
That's what's up, Brent Stevens.
Like a pair of knives, so stand and stare at my glaring light. Cause I've been living in this ghetto.
And
I've been living this
all my albums on Spotify. I don't know. If I got the money to put them up there, we'll see what happens.
On top of the world and forward here. But I never get bored here, cause I can record cheer. What? Greatness to polish my patience.
Much love, much love.
So come get a taste of this beautiful immaculate art. Smack to the face with a grateful and everything they gotta say. Let me song.
And I'm gonna make it out of here one day, I promise. I'ma shake these problems and all this drama. Buy a big house on the hill. Get the fuck up out of here. For real, for real, for real. I'ma be living these ghetto dreams.
Chillax back, my fingers laced behind my head. Just reminiscing on the good times and the rhymes in the bed. Do the two with the pen, talking
What's up,
about
man?
the bread and the bread. Breaking with my team and trying not to go
Brockhampton?
But with a down on the
Never even heard of.
But it was hard to tell who really had me and a lot didn't. I thought it was hell. And when the balances for me, life was on the wrong end of the scale.
What's up, man?
Of my burdens when it was caught on my trail. There were plenty of situations to deserve a spot in the night, like staying humble with my fan and never dropping the mic. And when I'm entertaining on the stage, till I call it a night. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this music, and my wallet is light. Do you know what all of this like? Screaming at the bottom till your bottom ignite. Like striking up a master, ain't no charcoal in sight. Drinking giant with everything that gets on my head, I'm all in the tight. Call me ghetto when I say that.
When did I start singing in my raps? I've always harmonized here and there, but I've been trying to do a lot more of that lately. Especially looking up to one of my favorite rappers, Zero. I've been trying to sing a lot more. I'm posting a video to my YouTube today. I already waited 2 hours for it to render and it said failed. So I'm doing it another way. But it's got some singing parts on there and a ton of pictures.
What kind of father I ain't be if I ain't there to tell the 99. See, I had to open my eyes, prioritize and organize. Or else before to be mortified.
Why are you-
petrified at the sight of her own daddy, incarcerated since birth, so she never really had it.
Dude,
Nah, I can't allow that to happen.
why do people keep talking to me about UC8 being off beat? It's not my song. Like, I just did a verse for it. Like, people are like listening to that saying everybody's off beat or something. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. You know, I just did my verse. And I did it right. And I did it on beat. And I sent it in. What they did from that point on, that was on them, man. That was on them. You can say I'm average. You can say I'm trying too hard. You can say whatever you want, man. But you can't do it like me. So, it doesn't matter. I wreck shit how I like to wreck shit. I listen to beats and I do it my way. I wreck shit. That's what I do. I don't care about the whole track being off beat or whatever. That wasn't me. I didn't put that song out. I just did my dope ass verse. That's all I did. So go talk to whoever put that together or whatever. I mean, y'all are acting like that was y'all's track or something. Like, everybody who's got critical stuff to say about it, they're not even part of the track. Now, I could see if somebody mixed that shit for you, and that was your track and it was fucked up, and I was the one who did it, yeah, you could come to me, and you could be telling me all that shit. But I'm not, that's not the situation. Speaking of UC.
I'm the motherfucking one. Chopping you with the pieces to myself.
Yeah, I'm 30.
I remember starting out when I was just a youngster. Listening to rap artists, I began to wonder what it would be like to write and spit my own raps. Hit it a minute, I was like, I'll be damned if I won't snap. I was never
Yo, hydrophonics, man.
I started ripping the bars. They was like, oh crap, I gotta get
With the correct training, no, nobody can do it like me. Why? Because I am my own original individual, and I do shit my way, and nobody can do it like me. People be like, aren't you worried about somebody stealing your lyrics? No, because they can't spit it like me. They can't write it like me. I'm my own original artist. Somebody might be able to get better at rapping their way, but no, they'll never be able to rap my way. So you can cut all your fucking bullshit, dude. All your opinionated shit. It doesn't matter. I'm tired of it. Little kids like you try to be cool 1 second, and then you want to talk shit the next. You like to blend that shit together. You can take that shit and hit the fucking bricks, because it's not gonna fly here. You're talking to a motherfucking veteran, bitch. 18 years in the game, true lyricist shit, and I stand for that shit. And it doesn't matter what the fuck you got to say. None of your opinionated crap. Until you start getting on a mic, until you start showing me something, mate, we can be cool. I'll be like, you know what, man? You got it. Yeah, for real. Here's a handshake. Let's work together or something. But all this other bullshit you're talking, take that shit down the road, man. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. It's young-minded bullshit, little kid shit, thinking they got it all figured out. I would like to know how old you are, by the way. If you don't mind, let us know. How do I feel about people being inspired by you and learning from you? Dude, that's great, man. Like, that's like 50% of the reason why I do it, is to inspire upcoming artists to be the best that they can be. Man, speaking and that song coming in while I'm speaking on that, that's just some inspirational shit right there. What is life? But no, for real, man. If you can listen to me and learn something from it, then that's great. I've learned a lot from people who I look up to.
Take a look around, I'm thankful that I'm still living.
Skill driven, to fill you with some real wisdom.
And I ain't holding back.
I'ma give you all of it.
And I'm just hoping you
all are able to swallow it.
So put the gun down and check the clip for politics. Cause
You don't gotta follow shit like what the fuck's a politic? A bunch of hooping and hollering, fuck all of it. You're caught up in it, following the falsified honestness.
telling you what to honor and pointing out
What the problem is,
turn off the television.
that'll solve all your problems quick.
Niggas talking about it.
Ain't gonna stop people from bombing shit. And people say Obama's a problem with false promises.
I'll tell you what I think.
I don't know that man out not one bit.
I don't know what they're talking about or the white
So what his intentions is, their sentences he's reading. I don't know what the fuck I believe in.
So I believe it.
Nothing I see and half what I hear.
So look at all even like, what is life? I look at it like something I shouldn't take for granted. Peep this book that
Man, when you do a lot of songs, you'll know them one day, and then the next day, it's just like, damn. Once you start doing a whole lot of songs, it's hard to remember all the lyrics. But I'm gonna take y'all to some real hardcore shit.
I ain't here to spit a boring track, I'm a record Cause if not, then what's the point?
Jesus Christ, I'm glad I put these shades on. That sun is coming. Hold up. That sun's coming through strong. Alright. Let's see here. Man, the whole Fatal Flow trilogy's on here? I don't even remember doing that. Wow. Holy shit. Whoa! This is bringing up some old shit.
Not to laugh when people come up to me and ask me if I can rap. I can rapidly rap a rapper up and saran wrap on rapping at that. The attic of rap that adapts to the static with magical, tragical tricks from my head. So get some of that. I've had with the kiss of the dragon that handle them stiff like a bat. A neck for an act to the point to where my mind stays seizes theology. I was born triple jointed with super kinesiology. And even if I was packed,
I'm about to go off on this
time. Me. I run so fast with the torch that I heat seeking chopper couldn't follow me. Inflation top bits. Watch you
listen to these multiples.
Trips. I'm a lyrical prophet. That writes
3, 4, 5,
processed and brought from a wasp net.
6.
Placed in a student's mind in one guess.
He aced the toss test, now watch this.
My thoughts get to the top of your
Not quit.
I toss nets to catch your flows and drop them off in rock pits. My boss gets pissed because I double
Crossed him with tough wits.
got lost quick. Then slapped across the face
With a wash minute.
I drop rhymes and cautious topics that suck
Profits, top picks, I pop minds like a stressed adolescent. Pop zits, your time's up. So you came to me to get your watch fixed. But I diversed the TikTok and made the clock talk tick.
I talk quick and quick talk to pickpocket who pickpocketed my pocket quick.
Then quickly re-picked in his pocket and walked over mine and his shit.
I had a pocket
Keep it going.
Same things that I bought which got stumped crisp and a sick suicidal bombing
Mosh pit, I drop a hex so bad to wound you, you'll have to make the guard stretch. I'm on deck, bending and breaking more necks than an Oz fest.
I spit razor sharp rhymes I choose to leave my mark with. Fillet your body and use your carcass
As a table for card tricks,
with ease you'll get
ripped up, diseased, and tarnished.
your flows are
Easier to pick up than a drunk bar, bitch. I spit a blue butane flame to get your cigar lit.
you get ripped quicker than an
MLB superstar pitch. You get stomped down with chains and then clipped to my car hitch. Drag it through the night and catapult you off of a dark cliff.
I'll rip your stomach
From your abdomen and let you die from starvage. Screw wheels in your dead body and start popping hard flips. I wreck the hardest with big words with sick bizarre shit.
that'll fuck you over like a massive
Damn.
X large dick. I talk with the right shit with cyanooptic down cyclopic homicide fox photos scarlet preposterous documented colossal reverse profit.
Keep it going.
Massacre macabre while you pathetically
Soft slash.
with a bloody sausage.
Lodged on a steel shish kebab staff.
I harass with a drastic passage mixed with phenolic acid. Roll you up in plastic
Bitch, and throw your ass in Lake Placid.
Fuck over every bastard rapper.
Listen to this.
Sworn master who drops from a storm cloud and lands in the signs of the corn bastard. Diabolic hypercasting chromosome blast. The star structure in a cytoplasm similar to a perineal.
Salt mark Ashton. The master beat will result in a massive catastrophe.
DNA don't put up with these.
Rapping too sad to bees.
And only half of these
We'll make it to a couple of wannabes that's gonna see we rip them into a million epiphanies. Take a million epiphanies and split them into a zillion entities. Take the zillion entities and smother them into a weak breeze. Take the breeze and freeze it into a thought ice block. Then take the ice block and lock it into a small ice box. Then put the ice box and
put it where Amorian's heart used to be.
who performs on BET with the rest of these weak MCs. And that's only one of 3 places that you will never see me. The other 2 are the radio and MTV. So remember me as the greatest lyricist that you ever heard, that drops shit without monotonous, repetitive words.
And I don't even need a hook. All I need is a verse.
Okay, hold up.
To look at my dyslexia.
Hold up.
I read in reverse from verses. You can click.
This part right here I need to describe to you. I said, hold on, watch
That
this.
drop shit without monotonous, repetitive words. And I don't even need a hook.
I say, I don't even need a hook. All I need is a verse. So take a look at my dyslexicness as I read in reverse. And I'm about to read 4 bars backwards. That means the last sentence in the bar I'm saying, or the last word in the bar I'm saying first, and then saying it until it goes to the first word for 4 bars. And they're all gonna rhyme backwards. And then I'm gonna flip those 4 bars around, and I'm gonna say them forwards. And they're all still gonna rhyme. the same way they did backwards. That's right. Let's do it.
All I need is a verse, so take a look at my dyslexisness. I'll read in reverse. The duplicate I into division, still scientific with words. You're with collide and literature, precision dispersed. First exorcism with spirit rappers past every murder. Dirt from the dead to raise the lyrics with Shakespeare.
Forwards.
Shakespeare with lyrics that raise the dead from the dirt. Forgiving past rappers, spirit with an exorcism verse. This word precision literature that collides with your words. With scientific cell division until I duplicate the earth. Yeah, y'all remember Fatal Flow 1? Yeah, baby.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just stop that right there. And just let it be known to anybody who has any shit to say about me. I wrote that shit when I was 18 years old. Now, how old are you? I wrote that shit when I was a fucking young-ass teenager. Like I said, man, I don't just talk about shit. I got the work to back it up. And that's just one little thing right there. We can keep going. If you want, I can take you to other shit. I can take you to real shit, real stories. Man, do you even know? Man, hold the fuck up. It's all good, man. Hey, I'm gonna read some questions in a second. I'm just getting hyped right now, going back and like recapping on some dope.
I see it.
Hold on, man. Damn. Let me just play something and then I'll read some questions. Wow, no way. The original blow your mind.
Lyrical shit. To all y'all nursery rhyming, bad timing rappers, wannabe ass rappers. I'm a lyricist, bitch.
Blow your mind. Get 'em. I'll blow your mind. Get 'em. I'll blow your mind. Get 'em. Yo, my synonyms infect people cause they carry carcinogen. That's the substance that allows cancer diseases to enter them. I might just tie you in a knot like some licorice. I'm capricious, meaning unpredictable, impulsive, and vicious. You see, I mix this to throw your mind through a wobbly loop. You think you're talking smart, but you're speaking gobbledygook, which in the dictionary means an unintelligible jargon. Now that's the specialized language of a group or origin. Okay, now before I start to lose you and you start feeling illiterate, the point I'm trying to make is you sound like a dumbass idiot. I'm a lyricist, so spirit to see your thick-headed cranium. Layman phrases and caging them off in mazes, maintaining them. The rhymes that I design them, it's a boggle your mind. Now before I spit the next bar, let's skip to the third line. My name is DNA, do not attempt. Okay, rewind, back to line 2 and find you are still in my flow. I'm willing to wreck off of any line that you're willing to go. Okay, let's skip the line 4, so we're back in sequential order. I stencil out lines of lines to design a mental border that spit rhymes that give generalized anxiety disorders. I'm a lyricist, and any doubt that you conjure up's out. I'll slap the saliva out of your leaf with a drop off in your mouth. All you need to say is get 'em, and you can watch me hustle at 'em. I'll come at 'em and rap 'em in vocal straps that'll give 'em muscle spasms. My words are styling, no one's smiling, that's my violin plays in silence. To find your body miles and miles away on the secluded Hawaiian island, the Highlander. Sword swinging, rhyme blended, mind bender. Combined with the mind of Einstein in his prime before it was rendered. I'm so acute that I'll abandon you in the pursuit of lingerment, then secretly disappear into the increment of a fingerprint. You can look in the past some time, my rhymes will leave your mind blown. My mind zone is known for more than pine cones and a rhinestone. Intact it back, skip it backwards, and let's wash our impacts. Your 10 tracks that I attack with drastic verbal syntax. I'll intensely put it after this, we're going questions.
Rage.
I just want to jam it.
Trap you in a labyrinth, this like me.
Idealism in my mind, it's like a sonic blast. I'm an iconoclast that entraps your thoughts in a body cast. Forthcoming blows, never forgive those who oppose and stoop low to a level that only the devil knows. My raps intermittent that was sweeter than cinnamon. The brain couldn't take the pain, they needed acetaminophen. My actions blinded the insignificant fool who last rewinded. The lyrical acts I grinded left the bastard absent-minded. I reminded him his chances of winning are very slim. I bury men under rocks inside toxic aquariums. Alaskan hear you, being drugged from the hearse black interior. My sadistic words are served in cannibalistical cafeterias. I'll put you through a stress test you can't do. I'll find this bamboo in your chest that I ran through. I'm a victorious sorcerer known to swindle my victims, leaving them bleeding a vermilion shade from when I ripped them. I inflict unbelievable pressure into your brain's diminutive and your mentality's less of my diagnosis. Determined your explosives were bogus. I wrote this with an atrocious, ferocious meaning the growth with fluid, flamboyant fragrancies fascinates NASA agencies that rages invaded their vacancies. holidays. The dictionary's my spinach words diminish your policy. From the dirt of archaeology into the stars of astrology. I'll bombard your front yard and leave you scarred. Blow up your car with a block of C4 in one charge. You saw a shooting star and tried to wish upon it, but I squished you when I hit you with a flaming comet. Lame ironic flows, you be spitting copy in mine. I stand to this with gargantuous killer infinite lines. My rhymes curse you with bloodthirsty verses of controversy. I'm a monster lurking through your curtains, drawing constant mercy. The first rhyme I wrote, I got the hang of this. My words will heat your temper up until it's cantankerous. My embodiment contains a methodical super killer with speculations of catastrophic turbulence thrillers. 50-foot pillars, I'm jumping off of the stomp to your ceiling, stomping your feelings to the foundation. My thoughts are concealing anything your mind's revealing. These villains ain't used to this. You can rewind my lines an infinite number of times. Go on Google this, moving this to a level that your mind can imagine. I rhyme with a passion in the enzyme with divine giving magic, and I got to kill you. You take all of your paraphernalia. Asphyxiation's what you're facing from this raging gorilla. Still a mega Godzilla, gorilla in it for the killer, like an 18-wheeler, give it the chillers. Crush it like an armadillo off the dome. You better leave me alone. I'm not home, so leave a message at the sound of the tone. I'm gone off the microphone and I ain't in the zone. Watch these hoes get beat down, and I ain't here to clown. I'm in your fucking town. I was just freestyling at the end. Okay, we got hype. All right. That was really badass actually hearing that on the beat that it was originally rapped on. A lot of my true fans know I do spit those verses sometimes, and that was so long ago, but I keep those in my head because I love them. All right, here we go. Here we go. You need to release a UC verse collection someday. Yes, I have done that. UC 2 through 6, as Mr. Donut 64 said. Plus Illis Choppers 2. How do you feel about... Okay, we've already read that. Yeah, okay. I listen to you on Spotify while getting my ass beat on Injustice 2. Damn! What the fuck? Yo! Are y'all seeing this shit? Somehow my fucking phone is connected to my monitor right now. Whoa. That's fucking crazy. That's pretty dope. Too bad I can't like read the comments on the monitor. Oh, I'm getting distracted. That's sick though, because I was wondering if I could do that. Alright, where we at? Where we at? Really? DNA, can I hide in your closet at night? Bam. Yeah, man, it's kind of crowded in there, though. Mr. Donut, yeah, DNA is the one who brought me to Fast Rap, my favorite series of music, UC series, and one of my favorite raps. Awesome, man. Impossible got to be one of the best. Man, don't even bring it up. I love Impossible, dude. I love Impossible. I love K-Rino Impossible, but there are better ones in my opinion. There are. Like 2 pages. And the song off of his new album, fucking bass backwards. He raps about doing everything bass backwards. It's like Impossible in a way, because it's like how you wouldn't do stuff. Man, how did I get that to do that, man? That's fucking sick. Alright. Yeah, I'm hype in here kicking it with y'all right now, man. I'm hype. Space. I do love that song, man. Why'd you have to mention that? Huh? Why'd you have to go and mention that while I'm trying to read questions, man? You're interrupting everybody's questions.
That I shall do.
I'm nothing like you.
Nothing like you. What you deem to be impossible.
Man! Comes easy for me.
Comes easy for me.
Watch and see.
Watch and see.
I generate thought waves without using my brains.
I flooded out rain
And then I set fire to flames. I listen to silent music, make dumb look stupid. Somehow I'm doing sign language with no hand movements. Beat a dead man to death, made tiredness lazy. I drop phrases that drove insanity crazy. Appetite across country, didn't run no gas out. Got liquor drunk and made unconsciousness pass out. See, I'm the creator of whispering thunder.
I shot a bullet
and counted past infinite numbers. I was walking behind my stalker while he was stalking, walking without a car and left smoke, choking and coughing.
When he left car, 2 texts
And ejected the ref, outshot stiff and made a phone answer itself.
eyes closed shut when I stabbed.
Human hugging the bear, walking around with a pillow, suffocating the air. Don't try, cause only I can make pain cry. The main lie, drunk lines that got cocaine high. Why?
I'll hang a while.
Come by and rename your child. I pissed off happiness and made anger smile. I can't even hear the noise that I make. I rode the alligator, then I poisoned the snake. Hard to handle
With my energy, I'm verbally channeling.
standing across the room and saw calmness panicking.
Planning to leave, understanding.
Quickly confused.
Picture these moves.
What I do can make victory lose.
Be a star.
It ain't smart for him to pick me to spar.
Think every ball.
Hard enough to split a brick with a straw. The plane I'm on is wingless, but still I fly with it. On a freezing hot day, chilling, sipping on dry liquid. No sounds at night time because of the shy crickets. I was speeding slow and gave a constable 5 tickets. I eat from fruit trees that grew without seed. I wrote 3 or 4 books before I knew how to read. I should have started a school. What a marvelous dude. At 1:45, I'm swimming in a waterless pool. Anthems, I wrote a few. I got some pamphlets to show to you. Glamorous quotables was doing a cameraless photo shoot.
Rearranged
Every definition. I came with so much game, I made repetition change. A strange provoke me is what I want you to do. Stronger than you, sick enough to give pneumonia the flu.
Mouth wired closed, words still magically spoke.
Man, hold
Brain
up.
fast and remote focus
Made gravity float. I laid my verse from the roof. I ain't even in the booth, missile proof. I'm the one that taught honesty the truth.
all rhymes disintegrated
As soon as I said mine,
reassess time and
gave eternity a deadline. Made 29 bullets shoot out of a peace sign.
leading from behind.
And going sightseeing with the blind. Crafts under the ocean, submarines in the sky. I'm so sublime, I can make you have dreams when you die. Man, I was falling off trying to rap that, man. I thought I had it down better. True K Reno fan here. Yeah, I was falling off. Alright, back to the questions. I was fucking that shit up. DNA is probably the best in the underground at rhyme scheme. That's a major compliment, man. I really appreciate that. What is everyone's favorite DNA song, Forever or Real Rap God? Those are 2 really good ones. 2 messages are rejected for some reason. I don't know why. Basic Chops or Lightspeed Chopper 3. He's a fan of the fast stuff. That's what's up, man. How long have you been rapping? When you made Murder File 101, your second verse blew minds, fam. Murder File, as of now, I've been rapping. I'm 13 and I have been covering shit, but never really made up a rap song myself. That's when I started, man. 13 years old. And that's what I was doing. I was rapping other people's songs. I still remember the very first line I ever wrote. I'm the concrete warrior, the one who killed Kenny. Hit him with my truck on Interstate 20. Got a jacked up truck with the muffler cut. Digging out in the mud, digging 20-inch ruts. Got 3 hoes in the back, along with a rake. 13 candles on my birthday cake. Got the 20s in the back, make the window shake. Like, that's like the first shit I ever wrote. And then I made up a song about cars. It was like, I was young as hell. I was like, you know those Toyotas? Man, those cars are sorry. I got painted flames on both my Ferraris. Screw the jets, we got Corvettes and BMWs with the nitrogen set. We got Jaguars that can burn rubber in the snow. I spent $1, won the lotto, bought a Lamborghini Diablo and put it in my car show. You know the losers with the PT Cruisers? Man, we sent them to heaven and sold their car for a Porsche 911. Now, thinking back on that, you couldn't really sell a PT Cruiser and have enough money for a Porsche 911. But hey, man, I was just having fun with the rhymes, man. I was just young, man. So, yeah, I wrote a song about cars, man. And then I just started writing more and more raps, you know. But as you listen to what I just spit, that's the first raps I ever wrote. So you could tell I already kind of had a knack for it. All right, let's see here. Where are we at on the questions? Yeah, that was impossible. I was getting distracted. Oh, shit. Damn, how many questions have there been? Okay, here we go. I'm 13 and I have been covering shit, but never really made up. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Orange Sass Oryx. Orange Sass Oryx? Hello, DNA. Do you intend to participate in Underground Choppers 9? I'd do it, you know, but I ain't gonna be rushed because everybody takes their sweet fucking time. I'm always like one of the first ones to turn in the verse, and then I'll wait like half a year. Be like, when everybody sends their verse in, then I'll send mine in. So we can be done when I'm done. I gotta sneeze. Damn it. Alright, let's see here. 10 minutes behind. Yeah. Yeah, I do know the black guy named DNA. He's a URL battle rapper from the north. I am DNA, true lyricist, the white rapper from the south. I focus more on putting lyrics to beats and making songs. He is more of a URL battle rapper. I don't know how long he's been rapping or when he came up with his name, but I came up with my name a long ass time ago, and it came from the AM1 street ball courts. And that was my street ball name way before it turned into my rap name. Alright. Damn. And the stream crashed. You should rap battle the North DNA. I'm not a URL battle rapper, you know. That's not my specialty, dude. That's like a whole nother category of rap to me. Lose. We are starting to lose. It says I have very, very bad connection for some reason. Let's see how far along this video is for the second time. Fucking hell, dude. I don't know what to do with this fucking... I don't want to rotate my device. Be right back. Let's see here. If he is star, it ain't smart for him to pick me to spar. Sick every bar, hard enough to split a brick with a straw. The plane I'm on is wingless, but still I fly with it. On a freezing hot day, chillin', sipping on dry liquid. No sounds at nighttime because of the shy crickets. I was speeding slow and gave a constable 5 tickets. I eat from fruit trees that grew without seeds. I wrote 3 or 4 books before I knew how to read. How come everything that motherfucker says is just so dope? Like every line that comes out of that motherfucker's mouth, dude. And then the new album, that fucking song Bass Ackwards. I don't know what to do. Hey Reno was confused. When I get dressed, I put my socks on over my shoes. I'm starting to become a pretty good critic when it comes to powdered donuts. And I'll tell you the best powdered donuts. Hold on. Okay. These are Tasty Cake powdered donuts. I thought these were my favorite at first. Now coming back to the bag, I realize their texture is okay. They're not too hard. They got a softer texture to them, which is good. But they are like layered in powdered sugar. Like you put one of these in your mouth and take it out, you take off a layer of powdered sugar, there's still dry powdered sugar on it. It's like 2 or 3 layers of powdered sugar on the Tasty Cake donuts. You would think Hostess would be good, right? Man, those are probably the worst. I bought a bag of Hostess powdered donuts. They were hard as hell. And I know they weren't stale because I've done it more than once. They're harder, very thin layer of powdered sugar, like, and hard. And I thought these are my favorite until I bought Mrs. Braids or whatever, BRAIDS or something, the name that makes the bread. Theirs were on point. They were soft as hell, perfect texture, perfect powdered sugar, and I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about this. Hold on a minute. I gotta read some of those comments right quick. See that, man? Powdered sugar is flying off this donut. Alright. How do you feel about K-Fix keeping his diss for you up when you took yours down? It's a dope diss that you made. K is still salty. My diss is still up somewhere. I'm sure Dark Side 2 is on YouTube. It's probably, I know it's in the full album of the diss tape, and that's on YouTube. Nah, his video, it's got close to like 50,000 views. And it is really good. I don't know. I'm willing to squash the beef if like, he's probably feeling like, nah, I'm real and I made a diss track and I'm going to stick to it and stuff like that. Like, nah, I understand. That's cool. But as for me, looking back on it and what I was going through and why I did it, I know I got a problem, you know, as far as hypermanic bipolar too. Like, I get bipolar and I get on this fuck the world type shit. And if I get that itch or urge to go with somebody, I'm most likely going to do it. And I appreciate him dissing back like he did, for real. I'm a real artist. That's how real artists, in my opinion, handle their shit. And what's crazy was, I can tell y'all about that night when I heard that. I had just worked, close to a 10-hour shift. Something like that. And I got off work, and I was supposed to have a female come over that night. There I go again with that word. But, I had a girl coming over. Then I heard that diss. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm automatically firing back. I was dog tired. I told that girl something came up. And I fucking sat there and wrote the whole fucking track that night. And recorded it. And that was some hardcore shit. After like working all those hours. And dude, I struck back fast as hell. Less than 24-hour response on that. Because I felt like the war was still on. And after I did my second one, his reply was, I see you still showing everyone you're a pussy. Putting up another diss track or something like that. And then that's pretty much the last thing that happened or whatever. But, you know, I like his, I checked out his new album and shit. It's sounding dope. I still think he's a dope MC. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna shit out a lot of damn powdered sugar. God damn. Alright. Here we go again. Hey, Fix destroyed you. No response can even touch it. I felt my reply to that was right up to par with it. I killed my reply. I'm sick of this shit. That's too much powdered sugar. God damn. I respect K-Fix as an artist. How I feel I differ from K-Fix, I'm way more versatile. I'm way more versatile. Like, he pretty much kills everything you hear him on, pretty much sounds the same type of flow or whatever. And it's a dope flow. I'm not hating. Like, he's raw as hell. But, like, I can do all types of shit. All kinds, man. I've done I can do all different kinds of raps. My albums are versatile as hell. You listen to a K-Fix album like his new one, he's killing it. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's all like the same type of flow. And I'm not hating on that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. That's how I stand. That's why we're not in the same category or whatever. And he, like, when we did Nightbreed, and he did that Red Dot, and I heard it, and I thought it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was amazing. And I was like, man, I love the way he killed that. And when I asked him if I could make a remix, and he sent me the beat, then I was like, I'm going to kill it like he did. I'm going to go ahead and do it just like he did. And as you see, when he stopped rapping and I came in, and then I even threw some, like, versatility shit up in there, like, at the end. Can't remember, man. It's been so long since I listened to it, but I was like, fuck it. I'm not hating, man. I'm just saying. The real dark side ended the entire beef. No. I ended my beef with him after all the tracks. You know, he might still have beef with me. You know what your job is, Hydrophonics? And I don't think you still told me how old you are, but you and like the rest of your Facebook buddies and stuff like that, your job is to just try to piss us off. And I can easily see that. Because everything you say, you're just trying to get to us and get a response out of us. And you got a little response out of me today on this mic, or on this camera. I got a little crunk at you and stuff, but you're not going to get much more, you know what I'm saying? Because once you've reached a level, you know, and stuff, and something that you do and love, your passion and stuff like that, and you know where you stand, it really doesn't matter anymore. And I used to let all that get to me 24/7. Like, if, for a prime example, right now what you're saying to me, you know, trying to, like, get under my skin, and you can say it's your honest opinion or whatever, you know, but this is supposed to be a Q&A where my fans come here and ask me questions, and you're in here saying so-and-so destroyed me, or I can listen to you and tell what your skill level is. You know, I'm not going to lie and say that I don't want to fucking, that I get a feeling to fuck you up. And I'm not one to talk about beating people up in real life and making threats, but I wish there was a platform that I could take you out with what you're talking about. And you're talking about, like, what I do and my skill. When people say that, I still have that feeling. Why? Because that is the type of artist I am. And I think that's why a lot of kids say the stuff they say about me or whatever, because they know they'll amp me up. Like Stephen Cummins, let's bring him back up. When he put that, I mean, I'll give him credit like I did before, because he actually put a diss to me, like on YouTube. When he put that diss up, I came in there and, like, abolished that kid. And I didn't even have to. But I almost did it out of respect for him being, like, the first kid to put a diss up or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to go in here and shut this kid down. But the point I'm trying to get to is 3 or 4 years ago. Let's go back 2 years even. I'm trying to mature all the time, but if it was 2 years ago right now and I was reading that stuff you were telling me, I would already be finding out who the fuck you are and, like, putting out a track and, like, destroying you. Because I used to fucking just wreck random ass comments on my YouTube page. I used to, like, get their YouTube name and, like, make tracks out. Like that Bailey Gibson diss I did. That's some random guy on YouTube. I just killed him. I don't even know who the fuck he is. But nowadays, I'm just like, I'm not saying, like, people can't get under my skin and get a reply out of me, but as far as really handling it like I do with real problems in life, it's not worth it anymore. You know, like if I'm in a relationship with a girl or something like that, and I need some vengeance, or I need to, like, let some emotions out and talk about it, or address a situation, anything in real life, man, I'll do it on the mic. But as far as these comments go, that isn't even worth it anymore. Let's see here. Nah, man. Okay, I got a question for you. Just say how old you are. Let us know how old you are. Don't lie. Because I know anybody talking like you're not 20 yet. You're definitely not 20 years old. If you are, okay, there, I knew it. Because you sound 15. Like, everything you say is 15, man. Like, I'm just saying, you definitely sound your age. And I don't even know you. I'm just basing it off of, like, the things you say. You know, you sound like a little kid who thinks he's got it all figured out. you know, and you talk a lot of shit, and you think you got the opinions, and you think you got it all figured out, when you're really just a really young teenage kid who has yet to experience enough of life yet. Dude, you got to make it through your teens, then you need to start dealing with real life, and you're going to change a lot, man. I'm 30. Like, I'm twice as old as you. Take how long you've been on this earth and double it. Dude, I've been on this earth a long time, dude. And I'm telling you, it only takes about 3 years. 3 years to really change as a person. What's up? Oh, I'm just live on YouTube. Come on, man, say what's up. Oh, like, here's my brother right here. There's one guy in the stream talking trash or whatever, but I'm trying to explain to him. This is my brother.
What's up, man? Everyone's going to talk trash every now and then, or you're always going to have someone that's going to disagree and talk trash,
Yeah,
man.
I was letting them know I don't let it get to me like I used to anymore, as far as just dissing everybody who has something to say.
I'm out here working on my bike in the back, my motorcycle. My brother, he actually just got through finished with his. Put a whole new fairing kit on there. I tried to do a wheelie on mine. The bike flew out, so
Jesus.
Pretty fucked up situation, but so far so good on the repair. Getting it fixed up. So I say what's up. I'm gonna get back to work.
All right, cool, man.
So catch y'all later.
Okay, let's get back to real questions. I'm going to start skipping this guy. Alright, let's see here. Because he is distracting this stream. Look at this dude. Didn't see my question. I didn't see your question. You've grown faster now that you're out of your diss every motherfucker stage. Production is a lot better. Thank you, iPod guy. DNA True Lyrics says, what about that dude on your COD live screen that randomly said the N-word? I don't really remember that. There's some troll-ass dude who messaged me on Facebook the other day, though, and my messenger said, DNA, how do you feel about niggers? I'm just like, what the are you serious, dude? And you know what immediately popped into my mind? It must be a young-ass teenager. Nah, that could even be some fucked up dude in their mid-20s saying some shit like that. Girl just texted me. Nah, I blocked that dude. I don't got time for that shit, man. Dude, I can't exit out of that text message. Great. Don't tell me it's gonna be stuck on my screen now. No diss track on that guy. Now I got a text message stuck on my fucking screen. I see that PS... You can see that? Oh, you must have saw it on my monitor. I was like, you actually saw the game? Yeah, I got the PlayStation VR, man. Man, how do you get rid of this? It's right here in this box. See? There's the headset in there. And the VR games that I got are PlayStation VR Worlds, Resident Evil 7, Rush of Blood, which is sick as hell. And I got a VR demo. And the main game I've been playing lately is Call of Duty World War II, then secondly Injustice 2, and then Shadow of the Colossus, remastered on PS4 and 4K. This is my gaming setup. PS4 Pro on the cooling deck. And here's the remote chargers. They charge the remotes when I'm not using them. Here's my messy ass desk area over here. Still waiting for this to export my microphone or whatever. There's my movie collection. Those are all in alphabetical order. A bunch of just DVDs I've collected and Blu-rays, and there's my collection shelf with other collectibles. Some of my favorite classic horror movies and stuff. And there's even some more movies hiding back in there that I have yet to put on the shelf. And then my badass Sony 900E 4K at night. I turn down the brightness when I'm trying to go to sleep, so that's on minimum. I'll turn that up. And also, the gamma needs to be turned up. Sometimes I keep it on 2. Everything else. I've went through and calibrated this entire TV. Even the advanced temperature control settings. Like, I've set that. I'm really in particular, like, when it comes to quality. And how my shit looks. Whoops. But, I actually do have 4K Netflix. Let's see. Like if I were to type in 4K, I could actually watch stuff in 4K or whatever. But my phone's only 720p, and from the front-facing camera, it's probably like not even as good. But this TV's sick as hell. I love this TV. Anyway, back to the questions. No. Okay, y'all are talking about bipolar. Okay. Bipolar sucks. I'll tell you the differences. Nah, I will. Yeah, Lil Hollow's verse on that was dope as hell. Being bipolar sucks. I actually don't have the manic depressive bipolar, which is good. Like, I'm thankful for that, because I know so many people deal with depression, and like, I hardly ever deal with depression because I always find something in life to keep me occupied and make me happy. That's why I've chosen to spend money on like 4K gaming monitors and always got a way to record music and 4K TV in all my movies, because you got to reach out and grab the little things that you love in life. You got to hang on to those things you love and those passions. I'm a movie fanatic, so therefore that always helps ease pain, keep my mind occupied, and keep me happy, you know? It's not healthy, but I have been gaming a lot. But I can get on COD with my buddies, and if I'm having a shitty day, dude, it like takes my mind off of that, even just for a couple of hours. And of course, the music is one of the main things as far as therapy and release goes and shit like that. But I'm not, like I was saying, I'm not, y'all still with me? My bad. I went into a part of my house where I lost connection. I wanted to show y'all something. I've never shared this before, like with anybody. But I have, are we still? I have documentation big time on my disorder. Like huge binders full of mainly this one over here, I think. Let me see. Actually, on my disorder, like signed documentation from doctors. Wait a minute. Damn, man. This stuff's starting to get messed up. This is stuff I've written. Answers of. I had to answer all these fucking questions. Like to all these symptoms and shit like that. Parent letter. My mom wrote this about me. I'm gonna read y'all some of this, okay? Okay. In 8th grade, I taught David math. You might have remembered in my song Alone. And my mom was my 8th grade math teacher. I was the only student that she could walk up behind and smack upside the head, and when she did, the other kids would laugh. I was shy, young, pretty guy, hair parted to the side, and I always got bullied. I was skinny, truly never give a fuck about the weight room. It was boring to me. All I wanted to do was ball, and at the full, and he did. So yeah, my mom was my 8th grade math teacher. In 8th grade, I taught David math at Winona ISD. I was the 8th grade math teacher there for 4 years, and then taught at the elementary school for 3.5 years. Although David sat in the front row of my math class just a foot from where I taught at an overhead projector, he still had problems paying attention. He just sort of zoned out, like he did not hear what I was saying. David also got picked on and bullied a lot in Winona Middle School. Students would elbow him, push him, talk trash about him during PE and during class changes. David was considered odd because he liked karate movies and idolized Jackie Chan, a kung fu character. David eventually was assaulted at an away track meet at Union Grove, and Winona's athlete director at the time, Carl Smith, said in his report that David was sucker punched, blindsided on the Winona school bus after the meet ended. I remember that. There was this kid, he used to bully me, and we were on the same track team, and he was trying to, like, get me. Like, we were at the track meet, but I was always good at getting away. I was just always good at getting away from shit. But on the school bus, like, when we got on the bus to leave the track meet, he, like, walked up to me, and he was like, what do you got to say now? And I looked up at him, and I said, bitch-ass motherfucker. Losing connection. No, we don't need to lose connection, man. I'm sharing some real-life shit with y'all. So, yeah, hold on a second. That happened, like, a long time ago. But back to this. By one of his own teammates, Mr. Smith put it in writing that David was almost not unconscious by this. Damn it, are y'all still here? I don't know what y'all missed, man. We keep losing fucking connection, so I'm gonna try to put the fucking phone down right quick for a second. No, I only got 3 people now. Ah, shit. Losing everybody because of the fucking connection. Damn it. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, man. I don't know who's still in here. Hold on a second. Gotta get a fucking better camera angle than this. Fucking connection problems, y'all. I'm sorry. Alright. So, for those who don't know, I was reading shit that I went through, like, in school. This was all, like, documented in a folder that has my disorder in it. And it's got all the information on my bipolar hypermanic 2 disorder. And, I was just reading some of this stuff. Let's see here. Note, when David was assaulted at the Grand Saline track meet, again, I'm reading, like, all this stuff my mom wrote. We filed charges against, I'm leaving the name out, the boy who punched him. Officer Tim Wrigley of the Tyler Police Department helped us fax the info to Grand Saline. Although David had played sports since about 3rd grade, a lot of basketball, some track and football, in high school he ended up doing no sports at all. He could not get along with any of the coaches. He did not like being told what to do, and he would have strong emotional reactions when told what to do, on at least one occasion. On April 15th of 2005, David had an extreme emotional reaction at school. This is crazy. He was sent to the office by his Spanish teacher because he would not keep his head up in class. When he told the principal, Mr. Rumbo, that he needed to see the nurse, Mr. Rumbo said no and was going to send David to alternative education or in-school suspension. David had just gotten out of in-school suspension a few days before. Upset, David walked off campus. The principal followed David for more than a quarter mile down the road on foot. Finally, David double-backed by way of a different route and went into the in-school suspension by the bus barn. Holly McFarland, a teacher's aide at suspension, told David to go into the bathroom and wash his face. While in the bathroom, David became paranoid and panicked. He thought someone was going to trap him in the bathroom. He ran out of the building and then got up on top of the rooftop and caused the whole school district to be put into a lockdown where no students were allowed to be let out of their classrooms. I remember being summoned out of my elementary classroom and running around the school buildings trying to see David on the roof. Eventually, David jumped down off the roof and ran across the football field and off campus. The police finally caught up with him and ran him into a thicket of briar bushes. David was taken to Judge Schamberger's office, the JP in Winona. Soon, the superintendent, Mr. Fawcett, and the principal, Mr. Rumbo, came to Schamberger's office and filed 4 charges against David. Disorderly conduct, evading arrest, terroristic threats, and criminal trespassing. They definitely wanted to get rid of David and expel him from school. The guidance counselor at the time, Miss Mittendorf, was very upset. She went on and on, telling me for 5 minutes that they should have let him see the counselor. When David was expelled, he was sent to Smith County JJAEP Juvenile Justice Alternative Education Program. The head of the program was Mr. Choice Humphreys. Mr. Humphreys was in education and law for 40 years. A teacher 17 years, administrator 15 years, a deputy 6 years, deputy director of JJAEP for 4 years. David was to attend JJAEP for 12 weeks, May 10th, 2005 to October 19th, 2005. Then he was going to be allowed to go back to Winona High School. Unfortunately, David turned 18 years old on September 14th, and he walked out of school for good. So yeah, for those who didn't know, as soon as I turned 18, I left school. On the day I turned 18. I never graduated, but I did get my GED. I spoke to Mr. Humphrey shortly after this and asked him where could I get counseling for David's mental and emotional issues. Mr. Humphrey suggested to get in touch with MHMR, Mental Health and Mental Restitution, Department of Smith County. At the time, I did not pursue this because David went to live in Gregg County with his father. Wait a minute, where are we? I went to live in Longview, where I got a duplex on Bernice Street in the ghetto when I was 18. I was living by myself. David got involved with drugs, had emotional breakdowns, and was on the verge of suicide 3 different times, and got put in jail repeatedly. David's dad is a bail bondsman and kept bonding David out. David repeatedly... I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to leave that out. David was basically homeless for the next year. He tried staying with me at times, but when I accused him of stealing things, he had strong emotional threatening outbursts. I dialed 911 a couple different occasions, but did not go through with the calls. At one point, I even went to the Family Crisis Center in Tyler for advice. Finally, on December 19, 2007, I did call the police to come to escort David off my land. 3 officers from Smith County Sheriff's Department, 2 of their names were Hunter and Ramsey, came and gave David time to pack a few belongings before leaving my land. Well, technically they came and they tackled me on her land. David had very strong emotional outbursts, veins popping out of his neck, cracking wood panels in my hallway with his fist and yelling in my face. David left, then the police left about 10 minutes after that. David came back. I was very scared and ran to a neighbor's house. David went back into the 33 acres of woods behind my house and hid. The police were not going to go hunting for him, and besides, they probably would not have caught him because he's so athletic. The police suggested I get an eviction notice, and in the meantime, I was scared of David's emotional behavior, so I packed a gym bag and went to stay in a motel for the next 2 days. I didn't know about that. I asked the police to stay until I could pack my bag and leave. Let me make this clear. This is my mom's writing, and there's a lot of stuff she's leaving out. Over the next few days, I thought about the eviction notice, but in David's case, I feel it would just cause an emotional crisis and put my whole family in danger. David would very likely panic, and it took the sheriff's department 45 minutes to make it to my house on December 19th. David is not a mean person, but he is not mentally sound either. All this stress caused me to quit my job teaching school at Winona ISD. I had been there for going on 8 years. Getting help for David had become my main priority over the last several years. Various teachers, friends had mentioned the words bipolar to me, and I kept saying, The bottom of these pages are kind of, this is a copy and they're kind of like marked out. Let's see if we can skip around here. Huh. Anyway, I went on to how I ended up going to the Andrews Center, this place where professional doctors ended up analyzing me. And what's this? In summary, David is not a bad person, not a mean person, not a bully, but his emotional state is very unstable. He was bullied in junior high school because he was different from the in crowd, and he was so an easy target. This left emotional scars. David's problems escalated in high school because of his strong mood swings. He could not get along with his coaches or administrators. When David had an episode on April 15th, it resulted in a temporary placement in juvenile alternative program. She's going on to sum up everything that she just said. Say it again in a way. And it shows like all my medical records and shit. Like it gets, can't really see all this, but there's a lot of like shit that went into this. Like I had to like fill out. There's a lot of documentation that shows pictures of like my brain and how it differs, and all this is documented, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just sharing that with y'all, and this is kind of rare for me to share because it, you know, it's personal, but maybe some of my fans could understand me a little better. Shows on my arrest warrants. Oh wow, look at this. This is cool. When David, my mom wrote about me rapping. When David has a manic episode, he often creates and produces rap music. He writes all his own songs and then records them in a rundown travel trailer beside my house that didn't have running water. And I had to stay in there because my mom wouldn't let me stay in the house with her. During an episode, David might rap for hours, even 2 days straight. If we can get a handle on David's disability, even learn to manage his bipolar disorder, I do believe he could be successful, even famous one day. He may become famous anyway, but I do not want him to end up like Elvis Presley or John Belushi. Famous people who died due to, I don't know the facts on that, but I guess she did. My greatest wish for David is that he gets past his disability. I'm working as hard as I can to be his advocate to get him help. It is a daily battle for David, especially for his family. Following are lyrics that David has written. He literally has notebooks full of lyrics. He calls himself DNA. Behind some of these lyrics is a CD that David mixed from other CDs he had made. I wanted you to hear his potential. Look at this. Here's the lyrics. Here's a copy. Well, these are copies. This is a copy of the lyrics to Driving Tired. I don't want to move the phone because I'm scared we're going to lose, like, connection again. But this is when I used to write, like, when I was a little kid. Like, way back in the day. Driving Tired, page 2. Page 3. Page 4. And then I drew a picture, kind of like, what I was writing about. This is a K Reno Man in the Mask remix I wrote. I can't believe this is in here. And I wrote it just like he did the song Man in the Mask. It says, yesterday morning I stood in the mirror, gazing into my own eyes, and noticed the female behind me was nothing but a bunch of lies. Half woke and half unconscious, anger began to take over. I took the last swig of KD and wasn't the least bit sober. She was in for a rude awakening. I crept on her without a peep. She was dreaming deep, so I took a pillow and I smothered her in her sleep. My intentions for her were deadly. No love for her was meant. She fucked my homeboy in our bed and didn't square up on the rent. Now I was scared cause I was near her, so I ran out to my truck, determined not to trip. At least there wasn't any blood.
I was hoping I could grab my sleeping bag from off the seat. I had 2 questions. What am I doing? And where the fuck are my keys? So I went back inside, and sure enough, on the key racks where they hung. So I grabbed them and then noticed that they were all there but one. Then I looked back at my bed, thought my sanity was trying to pimp me because my girlfriend was missing. I swear the bed was empty. I looked at my watch and I noticed it's 3:33 p.m. Now I'm paranoid and stumbling around. I just don't understand. I couldn't make out what was going on. My head was feeling bludgeoned. That's when I turned around and saw my girlfriend behind me holding something. So I tried to take off running. I'm in my house and I know it well. But I was so intoxicated that I stumbled, tripped, and fell. I could have sworn that I had murdered my girlfriend right there on the bed. That's when she stood over my body, and this is what she said. Are you insane, you fucking broke down alcoholic piece of trash? Thinking your ignorant self has what it takes to come and murder my ass? You know why you're going through that suffering? Let me tell you, you're not dreaming. See, I had poisoned this fucking bottle of KD that you were drinking. See, you could never stay sober. And this time you got beat. And when you die, I'm gonna drag your sorry ass out by the feet. Then I'ma laugh about this whole thing once the mission is complete. I've already packed and got a place. I'll be gone within a week. That's when my heart began to speed up and then began to slow. And the last thing that passed through my mind was, damn that smart ass hoe. K Reno, Man in the Mask remix by DNA. That's fucking insane, man. What else is in there? There's Game, man. The song Game from way back in the day off the Art of Lyricism album. That's Game. There's Adrenaline Rush remix. Twister Adrenaline Rush remix. That never got recorded. Oh yeah, that actually became Speed Demon. This is a Speed Demon verse 2 right here. But a part of it remains when I'm leaving the arsenic in your brain. Coming at me like a zombie, I'm a target for the fame. But I remain sane, playing with your damn game. Think you got it, but I'm leaving a glitch in a main flame. Throw a show and have a hold the heat when I flow it like a poet. And it was crazy, but crazy when I wrote it. I got golden motors, this colder than North Dakota. Motorola text message you uploaded this photo, but no one noticed I can do it. Damn, I can do it without nobody noticing. Sneaking in like Jason Bourne, I'll be gone before the morning, get your corner, then I'm eating you like corn on the cob, and make you watch while I make your girl slump on my knob, already bob, keeping it going, keeping it. Damn, man, the lyrics, the Speed Demon 2, man. It's fucking crazy. I mean, second verse of Speed Demon. Wow. There's Say Hello, first song on Art of Lyricism. Say hello to the true ripster. I'ma get you like Jack the Ripper. Take a jackknife and split open the back of your liver. Then take that and dip it off in an acid-filled pitcher. Your body's a massacre, but it's a masterful picture. Tactical listener that can hear your thoughts and tackle your wisdom. Pop his top off like sour apple, snapple and sip 'em. Your wisdom, then grapple the supernatural with a grappling hook. Scare you half to death and leave you with a baffling look. I'm sicker than a twisted bitch with meat hook in her hips. Dead stiff but sewn lips so she can't say shit. Yeah, I could tell I was a horror fanatic when I was younger. How I'm feeling. Wow. Wow. Choice, Faith, Destiny, Hope. Yo, this one's dope as hell. Choice, Faith, Destiny, Hope. It's kind of short, but it's dope. Watch. Choice, Faith, Destiny, Hope. Choice, Cake, Ecstasy, Dope. Choice, Lay, Next to Me, Hope. Choice, Pay, Restity, Dope. But my pile was short, there was no child abort. Now miles from my fort for no child support. Now I sit in denial with black and milds and ports. I show up in style, stand and smile off in the courts. I'm doing much just for 1 second of off with her shorts. Then she took off and left my clothes in a box on her porch. I never saw my son again until August the 4th. She was drunk and I screamed, "What are you tossing him for?"
Next thing you know, we're toe to toe when I'm boxing the whore. She yelled, "Stop!" Then she pulled a Glock she bought from the store. To distract her, I asked her things to talk to her more. But she was still mad, asking, "What were you hitting him for?" Then she backed up and slid her hand off in a drawer. She grabbed a Polaroid picture full of horror and gore. It was a man in a red puddle that covered the floor. She said, "Look, he's the father, the kid's not even yours. I killed that bastard, now I'm killing you to settle the score. That man raped me and I loved him deeply down to the core. Still in fear of him, I went and bought a new 44. One night he came at me in a rage that I couldn't ignore. That's when I shot him, and he fell to the ground just before I put another in his chest as he was praying to the Lord." Then she screamed, "All you worthless men deserve to die slow." That's when the gun went off. I saw a flash and quickly awoke. I was having a vision, and I gasped just to know that when I looked into my hand, I was holding a bag of Coke, along with another bag of X-Tabs and a pocket of dough. I also noticed I was chilling with that exact same hoe. It was the first night we met. That's when she passed me a note that read choice, faith, destiny, hope. That was a story I made up when I was young. I just wanted to make up a dope-ass story. Yeah, so that really didn't happen. Look at this shit. Word acrobatics. I used to draw flames when I was, used to draw all the time. Look at those flames. This is called word acrobatics. I practice tactics to master fantastic word acrobatics. My tragic tricks will stick you like a cactus off in your mattress. I'm a syllable mangling, unearthly world puzzle detangler, an eye-popping, jaw-dropping, non-stopping fan-dangler. I was real young when I wrote this. I could tell that I was just experimenting with words. I'm quick to evade ya, Kodak moment picture and fade ya. Intimidator get eliminated by this renovated sick manipulator. Anyway. That's crazy. What I be spitting? That song, I'm the Man. That's the lyrics to I'm the Man. Lil Wayne diss. I got a Lil Wayne diss up in there. I know it shows backwards. To everyone who sees Lil Wayne as the best rapper alive, you need to have your eyes surgically revised for you die. I just don't want you taking all those falsified thoughts to the grave, rotting away and forgotten but brought up often when they're dropping a phrase. I can't even read this shit. Damn, I can't read this shit. Jesus. Anyway, I guess that was when I dissed Lil Wayne. That's probably when I was like 16. What the fuck? Definitely can't read that. Blow Your Mind. There's the lyrics to Blow Your Mind. We actually listened to that today. That's when I actually wrote it. Like, over fucking 15 years ago. And there's when I was mapping out the track list for the Art of Lyricism, one of my first CDs. That's crazy. And there's a photocopy of the CD that was actually in here, and that says 06 to 08. It was a DNA True Lyricist special mix from way back in the day. Anyway, I'm about to get out of this folder. I just wanted to kind of share some of that with y'all. That was actually just one binder, man. This is all of this stuff on my mental disorder and... Let's see here. I got some pictures in the back of this. What's this? Huh. In David's manic phases, he would also dribble a basketball a lot and perform stunts like the Harlem Globetrotters. But getting manic with a basketball or other various exercise can start David's heart to race and start to bring on a panic attack. So with age, he has learned to use moderation. Anyway, I'm trying to see if there's some pictures back here. Wow. Wow, there's a picture of me and my daughter a long time ago. This is just a lot of pictures of me with my daughters. There's a good picture right here. My daughters and my dad, who's passed away now. Oh, that's a cute one. Anyway, I'm gonna look at these comments because I have been distracted. This stuff never comes out of the drawer unless I have to go to a meeting and talk to somebody. God almighty, my sinuses are killing me. Yeah, my mom's heard my music. Yeah, Mr. fucking Rumbo. No, Mr. Rumbo. There's a song called The Message on one of my True Lyricist albums that talk about that, the True Lyricist collection. You think I can cover the Unfinished Labyrinth track? I don't have the beat to that anymore. My favorite movie? God damn. I that's a hard one, man. How far behind am I? Sorry, y'all. I ended up, yeah. No, we're not gonna tour my house. Alright. My favorite movie, a lot of my favorite movies are on that shelf, like Cujo, The Fly, The Shining. I do like The Shawshank Redemption. I think that's a damn good movie. Alright, about to get off of here. I want to play some Call of Duty. Damn, that video's taking for fucking ever. Oh. Yeah, dude, I read these. I just was, I'm reading all the comments now. Yeah, I was going over my bipolar diagnosis diet and got distracted. I was sharing y'all some stuff from my childhood. Appreciate it, McDread. Oh, my sinuses are fucking killing me. I'm about to get off of here. Yeah, sorry I had a lack of questions. I got distracted. But, in a nutshell, man, I do have a mental disorder that affects my life, and I don't really talk about it to people. But I do want my fans to know that. Like, I don't talk about it to hardly anybody. But I showed y'all some of my folder. I read y'all some stuff that happened when I was a kid, and it's a serious thing for me, and there's a lot more to it than you think. There's a lot more going on, like with child support and everything else. It's this big fucked up spider web, and hopefully in the future everything's gonna work out for the best, and hopefully I can still keep making music. And this video is at 82%, so I'll be posting some verses today. I did end up, the video's called DNA, I Am the True Lyricist, because people have been saying stuff about my name lately. So I just wanted to kind of throw a video up of a bunch of different verses of mine with tons of pictures, because that makes the video more fun to watch, right? Nah, there's probably 100 pictures in this video. It's just gonna go through some pictures I had on my computer. You've seen some of them before, maybe some you haven't, but they've probably been in one of my videos at one point in time or another. But it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 verses and over 100 pictures. Video will be called DNA, I Am the True Lyricist. Sorry about my sinuses, dude. They're killing me today. And it's going to be coming to my channel here shortly on YouTube. And, yeah, man. When we do Q&A 3, since this time we did it, there was definitely a lack of questions. I don't know the BPM on Labyrinth, man. I do not know. The only thing I have about Labyrinth is I can probably find the verse, and just like you can. Oh, these allergies are killing me. But yeah. People love the Labyrinth. Like, y'all, they really do. And I love it too. Damn, it had that real what's the word for it? Funk beta type beat, like kind of West Coast old school Lynch beat. And I love the verse I did on there too. Something about Christopher Walken moonwalking like Michael Jackson. I can't remember everything, but yeah, man. I'm gonna get off of here because my sinuses are absolutely killing me. I gotta do something about that, and glad I could share with y'all. What I was saying is appreciate the love on that Tripolar and saying that track was dope. Next, when we do part 3 of Q&A, we will focus on more questions and answers and me talking to y'all more, because this time I did I got distracted with music, and then we went into my disorder and started reading stuff from my past. But y'all got to hear some shit no one's ever heard before. That, like the Man in the Mask remix. Dude, if I had the instrumental to K Reno's Man in the Mask, that would be dope as hell. But I don't think I can get that, because I could lay that down or whatever. So yeah, part 3 we're gonna be talking more with y'all one-on-one, okay? Since part 2 got hella distracted. But alright, y'all, much love. Appreciate everything. True Lyricism for live video. Hopefully it will be coming within the next hour to the channel, so be sure to check that out. Peace.